I was making $500,000 in secret when my husband asked me for a divorce. He said he didn't want a wife who didn't work. Ethan placed the divorce papers on the kitchen table during breakfast. He didn't even look up from his phone. I need someone ambitious, he said flatly, not a stay-at-home wife playing with crayons all day. My crayons were a $380 professional illustration set and a drawing tablet I had paid for myself, but I just smiled and signed every page. See, for the past 6 years, I had been publishing children's books under a pen name, R.K. Bennett. Last year alone, I made $200,000 in royalties, and I was finalizing a streaming adaptation deal worth another $300,000 upfront. Ethan had no idea. He never asked about my little hobby. 2 weeks after the divorce was finalized, he moved in with Vanessa. Vanessa had been my college roommate, the one who used to envy my apartment, my car, my husband. Now she had 2 out of 3. They even bought the house Ethan and I used to share. He never changed the locks. I still had my key, but I wasn't petty enough to use it. I didn't need to. I moved into a downtown penthouse with floor-to-ceiling windows and went back to working on my 7th book. 3 months passed in silence. Then, one Saturday at 6:04 a.m., my phone buzzed. Ethan, can you take Lily today? Vanessa has a spa appointment and I have to work. Please. Lily was his 6-year-old daughter from his first marriage. He wanted me to babysit on my free weekend. The audacity was almost impressive. I said yes, because Lily wasn't responsible for any of it. And if I'm honest, I had always cared about her. She arrived with her unicorn backpack and a messy ponytail. We made chocolate chip pancakes. She laughed when I got flour on my cheek. Then she pulled a book out of her bag. Mine. The newest one. The one that had hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list 2 weeks earlier. Aunt Mia, she said slowly. Do you know this author? She has your last name. I kept my face calm. That's my pen name, sweetheart. Her jaw dropped. Wait, you're R.K. Bennett? The R.K. Bennett? Yes. Oh my god. Vanessa talks about you all the time. She says you're the biggest children's author right now. I had to press my lips together to stop myself from laughing. Does she? She bought all your books last month. She keeps them on the coffee table and tells everyone she's obsessed with you. I turned away so she wouldn't see my smile. She even printed your book tour picture and put it on the fridge. Vanessa, the woman who mocked my crayons. Now she had my photo on her refrigerator. Lily, I said gently, kneeling in front of her. I need to ask you something important. You can't tell anyone that I'm R.K. Bennett. Why? Because sometimes adults are complicated, and I need this to stay special. Just between us. She thought about it for a moment. Then she held out her pinky. Pinky, promise. I wrapped mine around hers. Pinky, promise. We spent the rest of the afternoon drawing. She had real talent, confident lines, good instinct with color. At 5 p.m., Ethan came to pick her up. This time he rang the doorbell instead of honking. When I opened the door, he looked at me a little longer than usual. You look different. I'm doing well. Lily hugged me tightly. Can I come back next weekend? Of course. Ethan cleared his throat. Thanks for helping. I nodded. He still had no idea. That night, standing by my window overlooking the city lights, I made a decision. In 2 weeks, there would be a major literary gala downtown. Normally, I avoided public appearances. I preferred privacy, but this time was different. I called my agent. I want to confirm for the 23rd. There was a pause. You? Publicly? Yes. Are you sure? Completely. Vanessa had no idea that in 2 weeks, she would find out exactly who R.K. Bennett really was. And Ethan? He was about to learn that ambition doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like a woman quietly building an empire at her kitchen table. The 2 weeks before the gala felt strangely calm. Ethan asked me to watch Lily 3 more times. Each time I said yes. Vanessa was always busy. Lunches, appointments, social plans. She had stepped into my old life like it was a costume she'd been waiting to wear. Lily and I started building a routine. She would arrive Saturday morning, still half asleep, and we'd make breakfast together. Then we'd spend hours in my home studio. I showed her how to layer colors, how to sketch lightly before